Hi Flosstube, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm the Lancashire Stitcher. Today is Monday the 4th of April 2022 and this is Flosstube number 42. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel mainly about cross stitch, but I do include other crafts sometimes. I've got some knitting to show you today, and if you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to be chatting with you all again. I've had quite a hectic weekend. I've done quite a lot of walking, so I'm quite tired this morning. I'll explain about the walking later on. So yeah, tired. So yeah, today the weather is wet. Last two videos it's been really sunny and bright, so I've had to put the big light on again. So yeah, we'll see how we go on with the light. Right, let's get started. So I've got a knitting finish to show you, and it's not the baby jacket, not the jacket for my grandson. I've not finished that yet. But the other day I went, no, not the other day, the other week I went through my knitting whip box. Yes, I do have a knitting whip box too. And I found this. And it was almost finished. It didn't have much left to go. As you can see, it's really chunky yarn. It's called Marshmallow Fluff Cowl. The pattern's on Ravelry. I'll put a link down below for anybody who's interested. So yeah, I finished it off. So yeah, even though we're going into the nice warm weather, or we should be, I finished this off. This yarn is by Conway and Bliss, and it's Odin yarn, and the shade is Amethyst. So yeah, that's a finish. Nice cowl for winter. And then, oh, stay there. So yeah, so that's a knitting finish. The jacket I'm doing for my grandson Noah is still in the bag, still needing making up. I need to get on with it. But as you'll see later, I've started something new. As I do. That's what I do. So let's get on with cross stitch whips now. So first one, as always, is Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. And as you can see, I've been working on the flag again. I've done some over here, all this over here, up here. So yeah, I do enjoy stitching on it. I didn't stitch on her yesterday. It was a very long day yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to stitch on her. But yeah, she does get stitched on Sundays usually. It's just once a month. I just can't stitch on her because the coach rambles are just full on. So yeah. This fabric is 32 count Hurricane Merino Lagana by Pole Stitches. I just love how she looks on that fabric. And thanks for all your comments saying about how you like her on there too. I do like that fabric. That's Lady of the Flag. And then my next one, as always, is Royal Holiday by Mirabilia. As you can see, I've been stitching the wreath here. There's all lots of different greens in there, so it takes a bit of getting through that. I've also done a bit more of the ribbon. Stitch on her on a Wednesday. I'm stitching it as part of the USNZ Royal Holiday SAL, along with Amy, Globetrotting Stitcher, Sarah, Stitch Addict, Kate, the Scottish Stitcher, Nancy Duquette, and Andreas. Links to all those people are down below. But yeah. She's coming away with me next weekend. I'm at the retreat next weekend. Hoping to meet Amy, the Globetrotting Stitcher, next weekend too. So yeah. This fabric is 32 count Dusky Rose Merino Lagana by Pole Stitches. There we go. Now I'm stuck for somewhere to put everything. My next one is my Letters of the Month piece. One of my Letters of the Month pieces for March, and it's Stargazer by Mirabilia. And as you can see, I'm doing a red conversion that I found on the internet. This fabric is Pole Stitches fabric, and that's as much as I can tell you. I think it's 32 count, but I'm not sure of the shade. I've been working on this for quite some time before I started making a note of the cut of the shade of fabric. As you can see, I've done some more of the ribbon here, some more of the red in the jacket, and then I've done some of this here. So yeah, not even taken her out of the Q-snap yet. So yeah, that's Stargazer. And then the next one is my Wanda's Wands Mill Hill Monday piece. So I'll be stitching on this later today. And that is what I've got done. So as you can see, I've done quite a bit down here. There's some beads been put in down there too, and this bit here as well. So not a great lot done over the past 2 weeks, but yeah, it'll be stitched on later on today. There we go. And then my last whip is my travel stitch, which is Life is Better Meow by Erica Michaels. And this chart was given to me by Create Nostalgia. And as you will see, the stitching is finished. Little paw prints there, got the whiskers on her. All I need to do is to sew the button on there, and then it'll be a finish. But yeah, I do have another travel stitch to show you when I go on to my plans. But yeah, that's Life is Better Meow with a cat. It says Life is Better Meow is the name of the chart. There we go. And then that's all my whips. So let's talk about plans. Right, I've decided to not carry on with the temperature butterflies. I was finding it really hard to find the time to stitch on it. So I'm planning on doing the temperature typography for this year as well, like I did last year, using the same temperature key as I did last year. So I need to get going with that. The butterflies, I think it was because you had to do all the background, the black, which was putting me off, and I wasn't enjoying it. So I'm going to scrap that and then just do the temperature typography. So I need to catch up with that one. And then the whip go as well. I've not had any time to do anything on whip go, so that's got scrapped as well. I've scrapped that. It's funny, you know, it's suddenly things have got busier in a social sense, so I've got less time to stitch, but that's life, isn't it? So yeah, so those things have gone out the window, and let's just see how we go on with everything else. I'm carrying on with Letters of the Month because I do manage to keep up with that. I do enjoy doing that. So my plans, so Letters of the Month for April. Letter R, because we're on R and Q this month. Letter R is Warmth in Palms Robin, and I've got a goal of a finish for this one because there isn't much to do on it, and that is what I've got done so far. So all I need to do is finish the robin, and then the hand is just backstitch. So hopefully that'll get finished this month. That's that one. This is by RTO, the chart. The kit, it was a kit actually. So yeah. And then my letter Q. Let's get the fabric. My letter Q is Queen Sari by Bella Filipina. And I've got a goal of 6 hours on this one. So yeah, I do like this design. And that is what's been done so far. So this fabric is 32 count Abyss by Pole Stitches. I'm assuming it's Murano Lagana. But yeah, that's what I've got done so far. There are some gorgeous colours in this design. So yeah, there we go. That's my Letters of the Month. And then from a travel stitch, I thought I'll have a change. Instead of having a new start, I'm going to finish one of my smaller whips. So I've decided to finish the Knitter's Sampler and Knitter's Sampler by October House Fibre Arts. So this one's going to be worked on until it's finished as my travel stitch. I'm just getting organised so I can show you what I've done so far. That is what's been done so far. So I don't have too much to do to finish it, but it'll keep me busy for a while in the library. So there we go. That's that one, and that's my plans. So next, let's do my giveaway winner. So my giveaway, this last video, was this Summer's Last Rose by Blackbird Designs, and you had to say the word summer. And the winner is Reverse Stitching with Claire. So congratulations, Claire. If you contact me, all my information is down below, and I'll get it in the post to you as soon as I can. So I do have another giveaway at the end. So yeah, so congratulations, Claire. I'll send that to you when I get your information. Knitting. Okay, right, knitting. I've shown you my finish. Now then, so as I said, I'm in the library 2 days a week at the minute, and one of those days I do knitting because the lady I work with also knits, so we sit knitting. And I've got this blanket. Oh dear. This blanket that I'm going to show you, I actually started it intending to make it for my grandchild, who's now 4 years old, and it never got finished. It's from this pattern. It's a Hayfield pattern, and it's Baby Chunky yarn, and it was this one, bobble blanket. Okay, so my daughter at the time, she wanted gender neutral colours, so I started knitting it in this. It's a grey, light grey, and it's Hayfield Baby Chunky yarn. Okay, and you'll see it. This is how old it is. I'm using the old style, you know, the grey needles that I don't tend to use anymore, but I've just carried on knitting on it. And as you can see, that is what I've got done. So I've done 1 repeat, 1.5 repeats, and it's 2.5 repeats that until it's finished of the pattern. But that, if I show you, if I pull it out a bit so you can see, so you've got this bit of cable here, and then you've got bobbles, and then this row is just a couple of purl stitches, so you've got like a diagonal line, and then you're back on the bobble first and then cable, the stitches again, and then back to the cable and the bobble. So yeah, so that's the blanket that I've been doing, and then you've got this edging on it as well all the way around. So yeah, I've been knitting on that over the past couple of weeks in the library. So again, this was another one in my whip box, so I got this out. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes on over the next few weeks. And then, as I said earlier, I've started a new jacket for my grandson. Oh dear, this is what I do. I get to the point where I need to make something up with knitting, and it's like, oh, I can't be bothered doing that right now. Let's start something new, even though I've got stuff in my work box. So basically, I'm knitting this jacket. It's a cable jacket for my grandson. This is again is another Hayfield pattern, and it's for bonus Aran, but I've just used a ball of Aran that was in my stash. I bought it several years ago. Let me show you. I don't know if the cable's going to be able to be seen. Oh yeah, you can see it there. There we go. So basically you've got some rice stitch here, and then there's a cable, and then there's this circular pattern, and then another cable, and then you've got this pattern, and then another cable, and then it repeats over this side. So this is the back, and yeah, that's how much I've done so far. It does take time to do this. I do like doing cables, but it does take quite a bit of time to do them. And I just do a few rows every now and again with this. So that's my cable jacket that I've started knitting. So yeah, like I said, I've no idea what this yarn is, and it's Aran. That's as much as I know, because like I say, I bought it quite a long time ago, and I had started trying to knit something with it before and gave up and pulled it back. So as you can see, I've got it wrapped round. So yeah, there we go. So that's my little cable jacket for my grandson. Oh dear. Right, so that's my knitting. Right, let's do, yeah, I'll talk about my walking and then we'll do the giveaway. Right, walking. I've done a lot of walking over the last few weeks. As I said, I was on a coach ramble yesterday. It was a very long day. I got picked up at 8 o'clock in the morning in town, and I got back at about 8:30 last night. So I was out for over 12 hours. And we went to Helmsley, which is in Yorkshire, and we saw a lovely old ruined abbey, Rivaux Abbey, and it was a lovely walk. I did 9 miles yesterday. I walked on Saturday. I went to Ingleborough, which is also in Yorkshire, with a different group. And we had a guided tour of Ingleborough Caves, which was really nice. And yeah, it was a lovely day. So yeah, that was another one. And then last Saturday, I did what people call the Chorley Three Peaks. It was a 12-mile walk, and we climbed 3 hills. Great Hill, Winter Hill, Rivington Pike, and then we climbed 2 smaller hills which were called Roundloaf and Two Lads. So yeah, that was a nice walk. I slept that night. I've done 12 miles and climbed 2,500 feet. But yeah, it was a really nice walk, and the weather was nice too, so that made all the difference. I think I'll put the picture up. When you're climbing up Winter Hill, you're climbing up like a gradient, and then all of a sudden it goes like that. So yeah, it's quite steep on the last bit, the side we went up anyway. So yeah, it was quite a climb, but it was a really nice walk. And then I've done 2 other walks over the last few weeks. One from a place called Chipping, which is over towards Preston. That was a nice walk. And then Mellowbrook, that was last Thursday. Went for a walk from Mellowbrook up over the hills. So yeah, I've done quite a lot. I know up to last Sunday, I'd walked 34 miles in a week. And this week, I've probably done something like 30 this week. So yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to walk. I'm going on a walk tomorrow because I need to recce my walk that I'm going to lead next week. But next weekend I'm on the stitching retreat, the Not Only but also Mirabilia stitching retreat in Northampton. So I'm not going to be walking properly next weekend, and then during the week after I'm having a procedure done under general anaesthetic, so it depends how that goes as to whether I'll be able to walk the weekend after. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm really enjoying my walking at the minute, so hopefully I'm getting fitter. Hopefully. But yeah, I've put some pictures up of the walks I've done, and I've also got the Instagram as well where I put pictures. So yeah, really nice walks. So right, let's get on to the giveaway. So giveaway. This video, I'm going to give away this Climbing the Trellis by Blackbird Designs. So yeah, another Blackbird Designs chart. So it's part of the Garden Club series. So if you'd like this, please say the word Blackbird. Don't need to put it in a sentence. just use the word blackbird. Please don't say the word giveaway, draw, or anything that tells people that I'm giving something away. Please be over 18 so you can give me your address. And please comment before the 16th of April. The 16th of April is Easter Saturday, which is when I should be doing my next video, but it depends on how I am after my surgery and if I'm walking. So yeah, but the video will be done over Easter weekend. So yeah, so if you comment before the 16th of April, you'll be in the draw. Okay, that's this week's video, giveaway. So yeah, as I was saying about next weekend, I'm going down to Northampton to the Not Only But Also Mirabilia retreat. I went on it in October last year, you may recall. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lovely weekend. And I've also arranged to meet up with Amy, Globe-Trotting Stitcher, because she's coming over, something to do with business, and she wanted to meet up, and it's this weekend, so she's coming to the retreat for a day. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting her. We're going to be comparing royal holidays, so yeah, it should be really nice. And then that's all. Next week it's Friday to Sunday next weekend, so yeah, it should be a nice weekend. My business is picking up again. I've had a few orders in, so yeah, it's nice that I'm getting orders again. So yeah, it just felt like it was dying a death last month, but yeah, it's picking up again, so it's nice. So yeah, I think that's about it for today. I think so. I've talked about everything I think I needed to talk about. So next video, Easter weekend at some point. We'll see how things go. So happy stitching. Look after yourselves. Be kind. And bye for now.